Let me put this seat back. Yeah, I always feel like I'm like right up on that camera, like. All right, let me do this really, really quick because I know I always say I'm gonna be really quick, and then I spend an hour with you guys. That won't be the case today because I'm actually at the dentist's office right now with my daughter. We had to make an emergency visit because one of her baby teeth, her last baby tooth, is just like holding on, and it might got something to do with some prayers because I've been like, Lord, may my baby stay a baby just a little bit longer. It just seems like she's growing up way too fast, and I'm not liking it. Okay, I want my baby to stay a baby, or I should just have another baby. But then, okay, y'all see where my head just went. I just totally went like, oh my gosh, like another baby, a little baby again. Like, I don't know if I want to do it, but I do want a son. So let's see. Whatever God says, then that's how that's going to go, right? But let's kick this off like this, and then go a little something like this. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, hump day, Wednesday. And a beautiful Wednesday it has been since I opened my eyes this morning. Let me tell y'all, I had the craziest dream. Weirdest dream ever. And I think that has something to do with, too, the fact that I binge watched American Horror Story, Freak Show. Why I like watching these shows, my mom has always asked me, like, why you like watching them, something that Foxy? Like, you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. But see, I majored in psychology in school. That's what I got my bachelor's in. That's what I started my master's in. And I absolutely love the brain. I love the mind, I should say. I love how the mind ticks. I like to see how people think, what they're thinking. Not because I'm normal, not because my flex is like, what you see is what you get. But there are a lot of people in the world, they come all covered up real pretty, and then something is going on inside there. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about the regular of us that's like, I deal with certain things. Everybody knows anxiety. I've had my touches with depression here and there. I don't think anybody, like at this point in time, especially post-pandemic, hasn't had these particular feelings or thoughts or whatever. But I'm talking about that other level. I'm talking about that straight jacket, like padded room level. Yeah. So I like to know, how do people even get there? Like, did you start that way? Did you come out the womb that way? Did something progress and take part in your life? Is it your youth? I feel like everything starts at home. If it didn't already hit you like inside of the womb, it probably happened from your youth and then it carried on. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful when you see people, little kids, trying to mess with animals and killing on them and stuff like that. The makings of a serial killer. I'm just saying, okay, just pay attention. All right. Now, what I want to talk about, what this is really about, is choosing joy. And if you came on up in here, go ahead and hit that like button. I appreciate it in advance. I do so much, okay? Because YouTube is watching my analytics, so go ahead and do that for me. Outside of that, if you're not already Team REGHOPLÉT, go ahead, subscribe today, because we're keeping it completely positive over here every day, right? So if you need a dose of spiritual motivation, physical motivation, you just need an emotional motivation, whatever that is, we got that for you right here, okay? So I want to talk about choosing joy. So when I woke up from the dream this morning, when I woke up from the dream this morning, I was a little disturbed. Like, what was that about? It was some sweet parts, some really sweet parts to this dream. Beautiful. And then it was some parts where I was just like, what? Anyway, so after I talked to somebody about the dream, because it was a little disturbing how it just went left out of nowhere. Then I realized it was what I had been watching. So outside of that, cool. But then I realized that my dream, because it was so heavy on my mental, that I was going to take it on into my physical world and allow it to kind of mess with me and mess with my day. Because it just felt so real. It felt so weird. And I was like, why would I even have a dream like that? I don't think like that, And this is what I'm talking about when I say choose joy. Certain things are going to come to distract you from your peace, from your joy. It's going to come to try to deter you. Like from the start of your day. You got to remember, the dude downstairs, that's all he plans and plots. All day, every day, that's his job. Kill, steal, destroy. Kill, steal, destroy. So all day, that's all he's doing is devising all kind of plans and plots to throw you off. You understand? And he knows, of course, a lot of things about you. Like he knows about me, right? We're living. People that watch me on this social media platform, they know a lot more than a person that has never met me. Just because that's how you do. You learn people, you see them, you follow them, you watch them. Right, you learn. Okay, so can you imagine how much more, how longer this one downstairs has been following me? So he knows that I'm a morning person, right? So how do you attack a morning person? You start at the top of the day. You try to fool with their mornings. You fool with my sleep, right? That's what you do, right? So when I got up, I said, nah, I know what this plan is. I see you. I see you clearly, Recognize the enemy. And as soon as you recognize the enemy, flee. Flee. Nobody stay and try to negotiate. Don't try and stay and vacillate and try to figure it out. No. Flee. You already know. You recognize it. You recognize where it comes from. And if this ain't the source, if God is not the source, if it ain't came from the Most High, then of course something ain't right here. Something is not right. Go. Jet. So I said, you know what? I got to hit the ground running. I'm going outside. I'm going to go take this run. I got my mile to do anyway, And as I'm running, good thoughts, nothing but positive thoughts. Remember, your mind, it's a steady battlefield, right? Steady battlefield. And it's going to try to tell you how to be, what to do. But that's where you got to say, Spirit, I align you. Spirit, get here. We here. We align with what God says about us, okay? And what God says is that you're the winner, not a loser. A leader, not a loser. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's so much divine greatness already inside of you every day of the week. And sometimes you got to call these things as they are. You got to call them out. You got to bring them forth. You got to say it out loud, right? I'm the head and not the tail, right? You can't touch me. You cannot touch me. You got to even have authority from my God just to even try to think you're going to play with me today. You understand what I'm saying? And then give yourself no choice but to get up and go. Get it done. Whatever that is that you're supposed to be doing, get to it. I could have sat down and been like, oh my gosh, I feel draggish. What does that mean? Try to interpret the dream. And I ain't got time for none of that, right? I don't have time for none of that. All I had time to do was get to the joy. Get to the joy. And you know what's part of my joy? Part of my joy is logging on, talking to you guys, making my reels, everybody being excited and being like, hey, Foxy, good morning. Get to the joy. Find your joy and get to it each and every day. That's your job. You understand what I'm saying? Let me read this real quick. I can't really see. Tyson, oh my God. Hey, Marcus, darling. Grrr. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so right. Yes, I usually am right. And you know this. But outside of that, Kevin, how beautiful. Thank you. How are you today? Good morning. Thank y'all for coming on in here. Make sure you hit that like button, okay? I want to see it. All right? Thank you so much. Tyson, yes, I do. You already know it. That's my friend right there. Shout out to the Graham fam, okay? Grambling State University. We are in the building. Shout out to all the HBCUs out there. Period. Okay, he's one of my fellow joy type of guys. Like we just click, we just get together. Like our vibe just mesh, and it's always positive. You know what I mean? Like my village is so tight, packed tight with just positive people and positive vibes. So shout out to you, Marcus. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm glad you chimed on in this moment. Yeah. So listen, choosing joy every day. This is what you have to do. Okay. Because there are going to be things that are going to be purposefully set up in your path to try to distract you, to try to ruin you, to try to keep you from getting to where you're trying to go. You understand? But lock your tunnel vision on the goal. See the goal. It's this one move I teach my clients, and we got this Billy Banks like tie bow type thing. Like, it's for your waist. Just create like a nice indentation, get your core activated, and boom, boom. And I tell them, find your point. Zone in right there. Boom, boom, boom. When we take it down a little bit lower, boom, boom. No matter what, if you taking it high, you taking it low, you should still be. But what I'm trying to teach you today is that, listen, when you go out, when you step out your door today, choose to be happy. Choose to be excited. Like, choose to just listen. Whatever happened yesterday, all the things that you don't have control over, realize you don't have control over them, especially when it comes to people. I have the biggest problem with trying to control things. I realize that that's where a lot of the anxiety stems from. When I feel like I lack control, then I'm like, I don't like the way this feels. But guess what? There are going to be so many parts and so many things of life that you just won't be able to control. So what you going to do? Give up? You know what I mean? Like, nah. I go all day, every day. Hey, because the dentist is calling me. Choose joy today. Choose joy today. Choose joy today. It's already inside of you. It's already inside of you. I pray that you choose joy. I pray that you know that you are joy. I pray that you know that it's already inside of you, and all you have to do is manifest it and let it out. You're so amazing. You're so beautiful. And I mean that for my kings and queens, all cultures, all nationalities, all races. You are. All races. You are. Be amazing. Walk in your light day in and day out. Okay? Be blessed. And I love you all. Have a good and blessed one. Thank you once again for chiming in. Kevin, I appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already a subscriber of Team REGHOPLÉT. REGHOPLÉT. I gotta go. But I see y'all. Let me read this real quick. Devin will continue to choose it. Yes, and spread your... Yes, yes, yes. I love you so much, Marcus. Be good. Have a blessed day. Have an amazing one, you guys. All right. Be safe.